tomorrow.
No, I'm going home.
Well, officially made it to Costa Rica. We're here on our first night by Tamarindo. We're just gonna do a little bit of shining in the forest, see if we can turn up some snakes or maybe some frogs, but yeah, probably not gonna be too productive, but we'll see what happens.
While our first night of hiking was relatively unproductive, except for a couple cool bugs along the way, at the very end of our hike, I was able to turn something up that caught me by surprise.
All right, we were just hiking up this pretty steep hill. We got to the top, checked by a rock, and we got this little scorpion that I don't know the species yet. I wanna say it's maybe a type of bark scorpion, but I'm gonna have to take a much closer look and we'll have to figure it out. But he's kind of just hanging out on the stick. I've got a stinger so he can't get me, and yeah, super cool looking scorpion right here. All right, we've had this guy for a minute. I'm gonna let go of his tail and see if he wants to hang out for a bit or if he just makes a beeline for my hand on the other end. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Our second day on the East Coast consisted of hanging out on the beach, surfing, and a bit of tide pooling in the evening. And after the sunset, we were lucky enough to get to watch a whole nest of baby sea turtles make their way from the land to the sea. After how unproductive our first night of hiking was, I decided a better plan for our second night was to do a bit of road cruising in the area to potentially find Crotalus simus, or the Central American rattlesnake, which I thought would have been very cool to find. I was not expecting this night to be productive, so I did not film for this video. However, I did get a couple clips of the 2 snakes that we did find. One of those snakes being a beautiful Central American coral snake, which was not on my species list at all and was very, very cool to find. Our second one was a very large Central American lyre snake, which I did kind of have in the back of my mind as something we could see. Still, very, very cool to see both these snakes, and I very much regret not shooting a YouTube video that night, but we'll show the clips, and yeah, that was our last night on the West Coast. The following morning, we made the drive from Tamarindo to Santa Elena so we could spend a couple of days hiking around in the cloud forest.
Well, we have our officially first night of night hiking and shining in Costa Rica. We are at the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. We are on a night tour. We got we booked a private tour just because I wasn't too sure if we'd be able to find lateralis on my own. So we're out here. We got a guide with my family, and we are looking for lateralis and honestly whatever else we can find. So it's hopefully going to be an incredible night of herping and shining and looking for stuff. So yeah, we've got a wonderful night coming up ahead of us. Oh, that lighting's terrible. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna see if we can spot some lateralis, maybe some cool rain frogs, and yeah, I guess I'll update you when we find something, but hopefully gonna be a good night. We got 2 hours of hiking, so let's see what we can find. All right, guys, we are back out in the jungle after our guided night walk. We saw we did see lateralis. We saw a couple really neat frogs, sloth, a toucan. I'll put some of that in here, but yeah, wasn't able to get too close to anything, of course, because it's a guided tour. So now back at our hotel, and we are hiking the trails in the jungle, literally just in the backyard where we're staying. And we are hoping to find a lot more stuff. Hopefully, we can get a little bit closer to as well without all the people and stuff. So. And actually right here, as I'm filming this, we got a little pygmy rain frog that we just found, so I'll pop that on the camera in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna see what else we can find down here. Here's that pygmy rain frog I was telling you about. They're really, really, really tiny, these guys. But you know where to look. It seems like they're kind of everywhere. You just really got to keep your eyes out for them. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some more of these as well. But yeah, we're gonna go down to the creek where someone just walked past us, said they saw lateralis. So we are really hoping we're gonna spot that one. Anyway, we'll leave this guy alone, take some photos, and keep going. All right, we are in the Santa Elena Cloud Forest Reserve today, and we are hoping to hike up some diurnal species, maybe see a couple cool birds or some frogs along the way. But our main target is gonna be, I think they had the green keelback here, which is a diurnal species that would be cool to see, but also any nocturnal species that we could find sleeping. Honestly, really anything cool that we can find out here. But just this place is beautiful, like absolutely incredible scenery here. So we're gonna enjoy a nice hike, see if we can get some cool photos, and hopefully run into some snakes. So yeah, let's see how we do. All right, guys, we have some sort of armored millipede here. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm gonna check. I'll throw the ID up on the screen, but like super cool looking animal right here. All right, just gonna put him right back where we found him, back on the forest floor, and let him continue on with whatever he was doing. Super cool to find these guys though. Well, we've been hiking for quite a few hours out here during the day, and we have not seen anything except a couple birds and those, I think we got 6 of those armored millipedes, I think they are, but I'll have to double check that. So yeah, not a super productive day, but yeah, couple cool birds we saw. We could hear a lot of birds, didn't see too many, and then yeah, just not a very productive day, but that's all right. Sometimes that happens, and honestly, didn't really expect too much out of this. Just thought, you know, we're here, why not go for a little hike during the day? So yeah, we're gonna head back, maybe hit a couple more spots just to check out what else this area has to offer, and then yeah, tonight we'll be hiking again, shining for lateralis and whatever else is moving around at dark. So, but yeah, a few millipedes, a few birds, but other than that, just a wonderful walk out here in the beautiful rainforest. So cannot complain. But yeah, we're gonna go. Probably that'll be all for today, and then catch you guys tonight when we go out looking for snakes again. All right, well, we had no luck at the other spots that we tried night hiking yesterday and then hiking in the day today. So we decided to move locations. We're gonna hike along this road and shine the trees all up on the side of the road because there's been quite a few observations here recently. So hopefully we'll get something. As you can probably hear, it is raining pretty hard, so we are gonna get absolutely soaked, but hopefully it'll be worth it. I'm thinking that maybe this rain is gonna bring out some stuff, maybe help with activity, like bring the snakes out so they're moving more, but we'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, we're just gonna hike along this road and see if we can turn something up, but it's gonna be pretty wet. All right, you guys, just want to talk about the pygmy rain frog for a second here. As you can see, not a very large frog, very small. Neat thing about these guys, they don't have a tadpole stage, which means that when they lay their eggs, they don't have to be above water. So these guys lay their eggs quite farther up on land. You can hear there's a stream in the background there, because of course they still do like it, you know, higher humidity areas. But yeah, we're quite a ways up from the stream up on the hill, which is right where I found this guy, and this is where you tend to find them. They sit on the plants like this, and they'll just sit on the top of the leaves. Not sure exactly why they do that, but that's how I keep finding them. We found quite a few up here, and there's actually 2 down there. I'm pretty sure I showed you both of them, but yeah, that's how you find them. And yeah, just super cool little frogs out here, like tiny little things, but super cool nonetheless. Anyway, having a great time looking for stuff out here tonight. I'm gonna put this guy back, and hopefully we'll be able to find something else. This could be the start to a pretty good night. Let's go. Well, made it back to the room here. Gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. The cloud forest low-key cooked me. I put so many hours into finding lateralis and just could not even find one on my own. So very disappointing, but well, definitely means I will have to come back in a year or 2 and try again. But yeah, I'm exhausted. It's like 12:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna go try and get some rest, and then that way tomorrow when we arrive in Fortuna, we can hit it pretty hard and put a lot of hours into finding eyelash vipers. So yeah, pretty brutal couple of days out here. Did see a lot of cool stuff, just not exact cool stuff we were hoping. Still, can't complain. It's always wonderful to be out exploring God's wonderful creation and seeing what it all has to offer. So here comes the wind. All right, I'm gonna go to bed and clock out, but I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, Fortuna is next time I'll turn this camera on. So see you guys then. Well, taking a little bit of a break, sort of, from the herping. We're heading down to the Fortuna waterfall. Gonna enjoy a nice day, kind of, you know, going for a swim, jumping in the waterfall. It's gonna be a good time, but of course, brought all my gear with me because we are still, of course, looking for snakes. Someone saw a fertilance here yesterday, so maybe we'll get lucky and run into that. But yeah, mostly keeping my eyes out for the eyelash vipers around this time. But we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a good day at the waterfall nonetheless. Just hopefully we can run into something cool on the way. We'll see what happens. Well, we're in Arenal now, out of the cloud forest, so hopefully it'll be a little more productive, but we are going to hit up a couple roads I've heard are pretty good for cruising at night, and we'll probably park on the side of the road a couple times and just shine the ditches and walk down the road, see what we can find. But got a pretty good feeling about tonight after yesterday. Hiked for roughly 10 kilometers throughout all the different forests and 0 snakes, which was pretty brutal. But we're in a new area, there's new species here, lots of stuff to find, so hopefully we'll have a much better night, and we're gonna see what we can find. So yeah, a lot of road cruising tonight, but hopefully also a lot of snakes, so we'll see what happens. All right guys, we just found some trap jaw ants, which is super cool. These guys are super neat. I've never seen these before. That's awesome. They're just hanging out on the side of this tree. Oh, look like hammerheads. That's so cool. Let's go. First snake of the night. We got a cloudy snail eater hanging out on that leaf right there. I'm gonna go grab him. That is awesome. Look at that. That's a lifer for me. Oh guys, cloudy snail eater. That's amazing. Look at that. We just got my lifer cloudy snail eater. First snake of the night and a lifer for me. Pretty excited. Look at that. These guys are so freaking cool looking. I've seen so many photos and videos of these guys, just like different people coming to Costa Rica, all sorts of stuff, and it is so neat to finally get one in hand. This is my favorite color phase of the snail eaters, of course. So pretty wicked that my very first one ever happens to be this exact colorway. Look at that snake, you guys. That's awesome. Look at him go. Oh, that's wicked. All right. Well, we are going to set this guy back down right where we found him and continue on. Hopefully we'll be able to turn up some eyelash vipers, but this is still super cool nonetheless. Well, cloudy snail eater, first snake of the night. Hopefully many more to come, but I'm super stoked about that. That's my well, that's bright. That's my first ever cloudy snail eater and first snake in over a day in Costa Rica. So things are looking good. This seems to be a pretty good spot, so we're going to keep going and see what we can find. Some sort of larger tree frog on that leaf there. I'm not exactly sure what kind. Let's see if I can grab him, but if not, this might be the only shot we get of him, so there we go. Well, a little bit of luck here, shining. We're gonna move to a new spot, but all we found here was that one cloudy snail eater and then some tree frog. It was pretty nondescript, but I'll get an ID on the screen up for him. So yeah, heading out to a new spot, gonna do a bit of road cruising and the same exact thing, just hiking along the road, shining, see what we can find. So hopefully we can turn up an eyelash viper at the end of the night. That's my #1 goal. Let's see what happens. I don't know if that's a Halloween snake or what that is, but pretty unfortunate to find these things hit on the road. Got another some sort of frog here. He's in a really cool, like this is just in situ where he is on that rock, which is really cool. But yeah, again, pretty rusty with my frogs. I'll have to throw the ID up on the screen. Oh, there's ants on them. I should probably not be sitting down. I'm gonna stand up, but that's just cool. We got another frog here. Well, we have moved to our new spot and it is a lot warmer. The cool wind has completely gone away, and within seconds of arriving here, we found a cool looking toad and 2 cool looking frogs, as well as some neat looking bugs. So this place is definitely doing better, and I'm really hoping we'll be able to turn up an eyelash viper right away here. Finally got something kind of cool looking. We got this, I don't know what, is this maybe a masked tree frog? I'm not totally sure, but he's really good size one. So pretty happy to finally see something actually worth like really stopping for. I'm gonna get some good photos of him. Oh, got a knoll sleeping in this tree. I'm gonna see if I can get him down and try and get him in hand. All right guys, we just saw this green knoll sleeping up in the tree. I went to grab him, and of course you can see he also took a good chunk out of me as well, but I just really wanted to, oh, he's not happy. Just really wanted to get him in hand and show you he's really got some very beautiful colors on him. Like absolutely gorgeous lizard right here, guys. Yeah, super pretty lizard. Anyway, we're gonna put him back up there where he can get some more rest and hopefully not bite me anymore. But yeah, really cool to find one of these guys, and I should probably clean my finger. He got me pretty good. Just when I thought our night was over, huge fertilance crossing the road. Absolutely enormous fertilance. Oh my goodness, enormous fertilance. This thing is 4 feet long. That is a huge fertilance. Well, on the way home from all of that hiking, trying to find an eyelash viper, we just road cruised a 4-foot fertilance. It's a lifer for me. This thing is absolutely insane looking. I've been photographing it for a while on the road, just trying to get as much shots of it as possible because I have no idea if I'll ever get to see one of this size again. So really trying to get as much shots as I can, and I'm just so happy we were able to turn something up at the end of the night after how unproductive all that night hiking was. But yeah, this to end the night off is absolutely incredible. This thing is just huge. It's insane to look at, and I'm just stoked we were able to find one of these. This is awesome. Anyway, we're gonna photograph him for a little bit longer. I'll get some more shots on my phone and stuff, and then we're gonna put him back into the night the way that he was headed, and that'll be that. But what an incredible animal to top off the night with. Well, we could not find our eyelash vipers, but all that hiking ended up paying off because it had us timed perfectly so that when we were headed home, a big 4-foot fair lance was right in the middle of the road. So I will say, even though it wasn't as productive as I would have hoped, that was a successful night. So can't really complain about a 4-foot fair lance right in the middle of the road. So yeah, that's gonna be all for tonight. It is 2:15 in the morning, and we were planning on being home before midnight, which is wonderful. So yeah, we're gonna head back, get some rest, and then tomorrow we'll be out again, and hopefully we'll find some more snakes. There's a bottle on the road. All right, we're gonna go, and I'll see you next time. Well, we've just begun, and we can already see there's a red-eyed leaf frog right there, and we're gonna go get a closer look. Check that out, you guys. Oh man, these are so cool looking. Another one. Look at that. I can't get enough of this thing. That's insane. All right, you guys, after not very much searching tonight, actually, we literally just stepped into the spot that we're gonna be hiking tonight. We got this beautiful red-eyed leaf frog. Absolutely stunning animal. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of freaking out a bit. This is like a huge moment for me. This is like the most famous frog in the world, the red-eyed tree frog. So it's a pretty big moment to finally see one of these in person. And I'm just kind of taking a minute to admire this thing. I photographed him. There was another one just over there that we were also photographing. I got some shots I'm very, very proud of. And just, yeah, looking at this animal in person, it's like the little kid in me is coming out, because this is like the frog I used to see in all the reptile books and then all the videos and stuff online. So absolutely incredible we were able to find this animal. We're gonna put him back where we found him and continue on with our night. But this is one awesome frog. All right, just got this cloudy snail leader up here in the tree. We're gonna put him right back where we found him. See if we can get him to climb off again. There he goes. Got a nice little coffee snake here. It's actually a lifer for me as well, which is pretty cool. Look at that. All right, we're gonna put this guy back right away. Just wanted to get a little shot of him. Well, after hours and hours of grinding, we got lifer eyelash viper right there, and then just a little farther up the exact same tree, there's actually another one. We got 2 eyelash vipers right here in the same exact spot. This is absolutely crazy. This is just unreal. Look at that snake, you guys. Look at that snake. What a beautiful animal. That's insane. Lifer, Christmas phase, eyelash viper, Botriachus nigerradspursis. Absolutely gorgeous animal. All right, guys, here it is. Lifer, eyelash viper, posed up super, super nicely on the stick for us. Let us take some incredible photos. And now we're just kind of all hanging out around it, admiring it, taking some iPhone shots, because it's just such a beautiful animal. I can't believe we finally found one. I'm so stoked. Oh, that is cool. Well, look at that, you guys. Got a canopy or a monkey tail lizard that was sleeping in that tree, and we just grabbed him. That is awesome. What's the, you have the scientific on you?
Polychrus gutturosus or gutatus.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this canopy lizard kind of back right where we found him. Hopefully he'll take to the leaves and not to my arm. Alright guys, this night just keeps getting better and better. We just hiked this absolutely beautiful little common blunt-headed tree snake. Another lifer for me. These things blow my mind with how skinny they are and like how long they are. Just look at that. Tiny, tiny, super, super thin snake, but so, so, so long. Absolutely incredible animal. These things are so stunning. I can't get enough of this guy. This thing is so cool. Huge target for this area, by the way. Like, huge target. This is probably top 3 snakes I wanted to see here. And here we go. Blunt-headed tree snake. That's awesome. We're just gonna put him right back where we found him in this tree. He can continue hunting for lizards or frog eggs or whatever it is he was looking for. But yeah, put him right back where we found him. And off he goes into the night. Wow. Well, as you can tell, we've been having a wonderful time out here night shining. We've had quite a couple snakes, a couple lifers, and right here we have my lifer ghost glass frog. And he is just incredibly charismatic, having a great time hanging out with everybody. Let me photograph him and everything. But yeah, wonderful night out here shining tonight. We're having just the best luck with pretty much everything. So this is awesome to see. But yeah, we're gonna continue on and see what else we can find. But like, gotta highlight this guy because he's incredible. Okay guys, just leaving from this awesome night of night hiking. We just road cruised a freaking smoky jungle frog. Like, what is going on here? Absolutely beautiful and humongous frog. But like, this is like always something in the back of your mind, like, oh, we could see a smoky jungle frog, but to actually find one, this is so crazy. Anyway, we're in a bit of a rush because the rain's coming, so I'm gonna put this guy back, but that's awesome. We found a smoky jungle. All right, you guys, we are here in Costa Rica in the Sarapiqui region, and we just night hiked this beautiful annulated tree boa. She was way up in a tree. We were able to pull her down, get her on the hook, get some very nice photos. But yeah, absolutely incredible animal that was huge on my target list. Like, this thing was a top 3 snake that I wanted to see in this region. I'm trying to be a little careful because she already did give me a little bit of a love bite. So right there on my left arm. So I'm trying to avoid taking another bite just because they do have quite large teeth. And it's not exactly the best bite to take, but yeah, super beautiful snake. And look how well she just rides that hook. Like, super arboreal animal here. Just absolutely stunning animal. I'm very glad we were able to find one. But yeah, got some very nice camera photos. Just absolutely thrilled that we were able to come across Eyelash annulatus here in the rainforest of Costa Rica. We're gonna put her back up in her tree where she can hopefully keep on moving and find a nice meal. But yeah, incredible we were able to find this. All right guys, just gonna put the annulated tree boa back up into her natural habitat here. She can find her way onto that tree. All right, you guys, we're here in the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica, and we just found a beautiful yellow phase eyelash viper, and we're gonna pull her down from the tree and get some photos. Oh, look at that snake, you guys. What an incredible animal. Look at that. Well, that's awesome. This is probably my favorite snake on the entire planet, and today we have seen 3 of them after finding 0 for a week straight. So I am pretty stoked that we were able to come across this beautiful animal tonight. That's awesome. Well, we're gonna put her down somewhere nice and photograph her for a bit, but yeah, this is awesome. All right, you guys, we were able to photograph the snake for a little bit of time. I got some shots I'm very happy with, and we are now going to put her back up in the exact same tree that we found her, which is this one. There you go. Away she goes back into the night. Well, this is our final night of herping here in Costa Rica. What a trip, you guys. We got so many targets, so much stuff I wanted to see, and so much stuff I didn't even put on my list because I didn't even think we would see it. But absolutely insane trip, and we're just finishing up our last night here. Starting to rain a little bit, but we also just got our yellow eyelash viper tonight. So what a way to end the trip, you guys, on the #1 target snake for the entire trip. Absolutely stoked that we were able to find one. I don't know. I'm run out of things to say. We had an incredible trip out here, found so much stuff, and I cannot wait for you guys all to see it. But yeah, just like, I don't even know, man. I love it out here. If I could stay here my whole life, I probably would. There's just so much to do, so much to see. But God is good. I mean, what a trip, right? What a trip. All right, that's gonna be all for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.